When people talk about SEALs and BUDS, let me tell you what the difference is between Delta Force selection and BUDS, for example. They canvass the Marine Corps, Air Force, Army. Out of those, they only select 100 guys twice a year to try out. My class had 110 guys. 6 of us completed the course. 3 of us got selected. We've had some classes where 1 guy has made it or no guys have made it. SEALs, they're all on the beach running around, carrying boats and rolling around the sand, getting wet, singing and yelling and hollering and crying. But they're doing it as a group. But when you go through Delta Force selection, every day, all day long, everything you do is by yourself. Moreover, you do not know the standards of performance. What they'll do is mountains of West Virginia. Today, you're going to start at this point. Your next point, here's a great course for that. You have to navigate to that. Rucksack on your back. It's raining, snowing, it's freezing. You're full of mud and piss and vinegar. And we ask, so how much time do I have? Automatic response. Do the best you can.
First, shout out to the armed forces. Thank you for your service. And it's interesting. There is this comparison between SEALs and Delta Force, and which is better, which is more elite. And I'm not going to get into that as much. I want to look at it from a leadership perspective. And I think the difference between SEALs selection process and then Delta Force selection process is actually the difference between leadership and being a pioneer. Both are very difficult things. But pioneer is somebody who has to figure out the path on their own, who creates a new path, who's going through and there's not really any signs for what to do next, where to go, how to get up this mountain. Should they go up the mountain? Should they go left? Should they go right? They kind of know they have some type of end destination, but there's not a roadmap for them. They just have to figure out. And a lot of people, for lack of better words, die on the road to being a pioneer. There's very few people who are the first to do something because it's so hard to craft that first path. And to me, the training for Delta Force is about teaching people and seeing who is a pioneer, who can manage this, who can go through, which is extremely, extremely, extremely difficult because you're essentially crafting something from nothing and no way to go through. You don't know the standards. You don't know how much time you have. You don't know anything you don't know what's next. There is some semblance of that in leadership as well, but leadership it's a different test. It's, can you get a group of people through something? And there are some roadmaps to it. Okay, this is how this person did it. This is how long this lasts. And leadership is very important because we need pioneers, because pioneers create new paths, but we need leaders because leaders get people down that new path to that new opportunity. And so I think for me, what I took from it is this is a great example of what is the requirements of a pioneer and what's the mental and physical requirements of a leader. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What else is your opinion between what's the difference between Navy SEALs, Delta Force? Do you agree with the difference, my difference between a leader and pioneer? I believe we need both in life. What do you think? Please comment that below. And if there's any video you'd like me to react to, let me know. God bless.